just
that's
wanted to
why
go
I
shake
choose
it down. I get
bears.
it.
There it is.
Our DM doesn't know how to count.
How do you know?
Our
you didn't
DM
count
likes
wrong
to
on
catch us
purpose?
off guard. Yeah, our DM likes to catch us off guard doing stupid stuff.
Oh, I know.
It's character build. I don't know. Anyway, hello and welcome to our Gathering of Heroes. These are the would-be heroes of the Marvel Universe in actual play using the relatively new Marvel Multiverse 616 TTRPG system. As a warning, this is a game that can explore mature themes, and while we will be specifically avoiding some topics, the game may still include body horror, gore, violence, loss of character agency, gaslighting, mind control, or other topics. Our players will discuss consent and boundaries, and we collectively avoid situations that may be triggering. Players will always let me know if anything gets uncomfortable by using yellow and red cards in our private chat. If you as a viewer ever feel uncomfortable, please pause and step away. Our streams will be available on YouTube after the game, and you can always come back to an episode when you feel ready. 3 quick acknowledgements. Roll20, the official virtual tabletop of the Marvel Multiverse 616 system. Demiplane, a platform that makes games better with high-quality tools that enhance the ways games can be played, shared, and explored. And to Marvel Comics, without whom none of this would be. Quick introduction. Cast seem to be glitching out terribly here. That's okay. New glitch.
Sorry.
Glitch.
Hi, I'm here now. I didn't expect anyone to walk in my room. These are the consequences of not living on your own. Hi, everybody. I'm Glitch. You know my face. I'm here way too often, or not often enough, some might say. I will be playing our lovable Alexi, aka Anima.
Adam.
I had to go first this time.
Hi, I'm Adam, better known as Souldyne. Tonight I'll be playing Cal Winters, aka Dreadfire.
All right.
Hi, I'm Pandora Beatrix. Tonight I will be playing Dr. Penelope Parator, aka Beholder.
Hiya.
Bonjour, les amis. Sorry. Still in French mode. Hello, friends. I'm playing Lily, and my name is Aya. I did backwards, just for the sake of it.
I like French mode.
And you were in French.
French mode was freaking adorbs.
And Cassie.
Hi, everybody. I'm Cassie, also known on the internet as Random or Random Attempt. Tonight I will be playing Samantha, aka Liberty Lass. Got it
I
in
like the
one.
way you say it.
Yeah.
I like the way you say it. Liberty Lass.
Liberty.
So where and what has been happening?
We left off on a very horrifying version of Spider-Man.
Exactly.
And then we're hanging out with my new bestie, Captain America.
New bestie. Older.
Everybody be cool.
Um,
Be cool.
The team found themselves ambushed by a bounty hunter, team of bounty hunters, and awoke to find themselves captives of a deranged maniac with a multi-million-dollar death trap dungeon. He has inflicted them into 4 readings, apparently. And nope. They found themselves immediately beset in an obstacle course / race where a small herd of gallimimuses, ostrich-sized dinosaurs, everybody's seen that movie, were racing amongst and through them, and because they're dinosaurs being blown up by landmines, the team found themselves struggling at times to rescue each other from certain death, but in the end, through teamwork, through triumph, through perseverance,
Riding some dinosaurs.
managed to get to the other side of the field which they found themselves. Moving further into and down into a jungle. They then found themselves set upon by a green moss and slime covered Spider-Man who web shot Brigitte, pulled her into the trees and out of view. At this point, roll initiative.
Your DM's favorite thing to say.
Exactly.
I got 13.
Edge on initiative, so I'm gonna re-roll the Marvel.
Another day, the sun is golden again. Another night spent wide awake. If all the world is crumbling, I can feel it coming. If no one answers when you call me a hero. I might be dead, but I'm not done. I might be a hero. I might be dead, but I'm not done. I might be a hero. I might be dead, but I'm not done. We all need a hero. I might be dead, but I'm not done. Call me a hero. We all might be I might be dead, but I'm not done. I might be a hero.
You
And
just
that's
wanted to
why I
catch me,
choose
but no, I
bears.
get it.
There it is.
Our DM doesn't know how to count.
How do you know
Our
we didn't
DM
count
likes
wrong
to
on
catch us off
purpose?
guard. Yeah, our DM likes to catch us off guard doing stupid stuff.
Oh, I know.
It's character build. I don't know. Anyway, hello
Mhm.
and welcome to our Gathering of Heroes. These are the would-be heroes of the Marvel Universe in actual play using the relatively new Marvel Multiverse 616 TTRPG system. As a warning, this is a game that can explore mature themes, and while we will be specifically avoiding some topics, the game may still include body horror, gore, violence, loss of character agency, gaslighting, mind control, or other topics. Our players will discuss consent and boundaries, and we collectively avoid situations that may be triggering. Players will always let me know if anything gets uncomfortable by using yellow and red cards in our private chat. If you as a viewer ever feel uncomfortable, please pause and step away. Our streams will be available on YouTube after the game, and you can always come back to an episode when you feel ready. 3 quick acknowledgements. Roll20, the official virtual tabletop of the Marvel Multiverse 616 system. Demiplane, a platform that makes games better with high-quality tools that enhance the ways games can be played, shared, and explored. And to Marvel Comics, without whom none of this would be. Quick introduction. Cast seem to be glitching out terribly here. That's okay. New glitch.
Sorry.
Glitch.
Hi, I'm here now. I didn't expect anyone to walk in my room. These are the consequences of not living on your own. Hi, everybody. I'm Glitch. You know my face. I'm here way too often, or not often enough, some might say. I will be playing our lovable Alexi, aka Anima.
Oh,
I had to go first this time.
Hi, I'm Adam, better known as Soul Dine. Tonight I'll be playing Cal Winters, aka Dreadfire.
all right.
Hi, I'm Pandora Beatrix. Tonight I will be playing Dr. Penelope Parator, aka Beholder.
Hiya.
Bonjour, les amis. Sorry, still in French mode. Hello, friends. I'm playing Lily, and my name is Aya. I did backwards, just for the sake of it.
I like French mode.
You were in French.
French mode was freaking adorbs.
And Cassie.
Hi, everybody. I'm Cassie, also known on the internet as Random or Random Attempt. Tonight I will be playing Samantha, aka Liberty Lass. Got it
I
in
like the way
one.
you say it.
Yeah.
I like the way you say it. Liberty Lass.
Liberty.
So where and what has been happening?
We left off on very horrifying version of Spider-Man.
Exactly.
And then we're hanging out with my new bestie, Captain America.
You bestie. Older.
Or
Everybody
so
be
we
cool.
think.
Be cool.
The team found themselves ambushed by a bounty hunter, team of bounty hunters, and awoke to find themselves captives of a deranged maniac with a multi-million-dollar death trap dungeon. He has inflicted them into 4 readings, apparently. And nope. They found themselves immediately beset in an obstacle course / race where a small herd of gallimimuses, ostrich-sized dinosaurs, everybody's seen that movie, were racing amongst and through them, and because they're dinosaurs being blown up by landmines, the team found themselves struggling at times to rescue each other from certain death, but in the end, through teamwork, through triumph, through perseverance,
Riding some dinosaurs.
managed to get to the other side of the field which they found themselves. Moving further into and down into a jungle, they then found themselves set upon by a green moss and slime covered Spider-Man who web shot Brigitte, pulled her into the trees and out of view. At this point, roll initiative.
Your DM's favorite thing to say.
Exactly.
I got 13.
Edge on initiative, so I'm gonna re-roll the Marvel. Okay, so it was
I rolled a I don't know, my thing keeps getting in the way. 11. Another
Initiative
11, you
rolls
can call pizza pizza.
are so bad.
and I have a 20.
20. Bradford. That's 20. Lily has an 11.
Mm-hmm.
19.
Great, I have the Pizza song stuck in my head now.
Dreadfire has a 17.
It's a fantastic 17.
Wow.
Other map.
Fantastic.
What are we missing?
Mine, but I got a 13. I think you might be missing mine because I'm not in roll 20.
My roll was a 16.
Also me. Unless you wrote it down and didn't mention
You're a
it.
19.
Okay.
I gotcha. All good. All right. Dreadfire.
Okay. So he is
Somewhere in the tree.
in the tree we can see,
Not.
presumably. Not really.
Let me just double check here. Give me a vigilance check.
Okay. It's a 12.
12. It's up there somewhere.
Fair enough. Well, in that case, he will just move over to this side, spread out a little bit, and that'll be his turn, I suppose.
Ugh. Cap, you're disappointing me.
Did you just say Cap, you disappoint me?
Yeah. It's on the 9. It's terrible for him.
Oh,
Literally, like, almost the lowest number he could possibly roll.
I'm
Surprised you're
sad.
not in uniform today.
I know.
Mhm.
I'm that disappointed. Right? Thank you. Pretty last.
I'm reading one of my abilities. I'm sorry.
No reading. Reading is legal.
Okay, cool.
What Marvel
Um,
universe is 451?
I'm not sure, actually. Okay, so Liberty Lass is going to, where did my map go? And where's the angry Spider-Man on the map? Ah, there he is. Okay. So is he in a tree or is he on the ground?
He
Is my
is
first question.
somewhere up in the trees.
Okay.
Or at least he
So
was when we last saw him.
can I see him from where I'm standing?
Give me a vigilance check.
My vigilance is a +4. So do I have edge on vigilance? I think I do.
How would you have edge on vigilance? Spider sense?
No, I wasn't sure if I had a trait that did, so I was just checking. I don't. I was something else. So I got a 6, 8. A fantastic 18.
Cool.
Fantastic.
Yeah, you can see him.
Okay.
You blend.
So I'm going to I guess I'm gonna do a hurled shield bash.
Ooh.
Focus. Um 11, 14. Melee is
That wouldn't be melee, it'd be agility.
agility. Sorry, you're right.
And you're going to add double trouble to it.
Double trouble. Okay. So you want me to re-roll my 2 highest?
Yes, please.
Okay. So 9, 12, and I add my agility to that, correct?
Yes.
So it's a 15.
And he moves. Sort of does that whole matrix thing, and the hubcap just past
Cool.
him. Ricochets off a tree, comes back down. You port to grab it, port back.
Okay, I'm
like
gonna
that.
blink barrage. And that'll be my turn.
And you hear it. Beholder.
Did the shield throwing help at all with seeing where he is?
Yes and no. He has a nice fancy dodge skill that allows him to actually move. So
Oh.
yeah, he did in a sense of where you know where he was.
Okay, where was he?
Was. But since the shield went through, he's no longer there.
And was that where the web came from when Brigitte got taken?
No.
Okay. So I'm so Penny's looking for both of them really. Technically looking for Brigitte slightly more, but yeah.
Vigilance check.
There we go. Fantastic 21.
That's cool. I would say double edge on the
yeah.
vigilance check.
Double edge is
That's
the
pretty
shiznit.
spiff.
Shiny.
You and your limited mortal senses did not track as soon as the hubcap went. He did his matrix dodge of the hubcap. You lost sight of him at that point. Beauty tracked him the entire time. And you're almost feeling admonished by beauty, basically. How did you not see that? But what you don't detect is sorry, beauty now has an attitude.
Literally, all of my abilities come from her, so it's like, yep, I suck. Shock.
Limited in this mortal shell. I could do so much more if I was to evolve. But Brigitte, you do not see.
Okay.
Check.
All right. So we're
Not
gonna try a 2 for here and just do an energy blast like in his direction. And even if he dodges, it will presumably cut away some of the foliage.
Nice.
I mean, if I have to burn this whole place down,
Burn the
I'll do
forest
that.
down. Why not?
Penny
It's not a
has
real
seen
forest.
Penny has seen the Blair Witch, and she knows what the answer to that movie was.
I mean, not.
It was burn the forest down. Is the answer. Light that sucker right up.
That seems. Yeah. Oh, I see. And roll. Agility. Oh no, this one's logic. Sorry.
'Tis indeed.
We discussed
I didn't
special.
know how you roll from an ability in roll 20.
Logic-
Is that
logic
is that a
attack.
thing, or just roll
You
logic?
just usually
Oh,
click it.
the attack thing on the right is a special thing. Okay, gotcha.
The one. Going to apply trouble to it.
Okay. You are, or I should.
You should.
Okay.
I don't know if I can.
Um,
I could.
I would hope that you can as the GM. But
I'd
I
like
didn't
to
know.
use one of my reactions to give Penny edge by shouting out, "He went that way!"
Inspiration?
No, just a help teammate reaction.
It is a generic reaction.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah,
noticed that last time.
fair.
Yeah,
It is
when we're
also-
fighting the snake dude.
It is also a generic standard action. They are all about the teamwork in this game.
So the edge would then balance out the trouble. And you are left with a 15.
Okay.
And
And is that sufficient?
again, leaps away.
Do the trees dodge?
You're sorry?
Do the trees dodge?
The trees don't.
Okay. Should apply that damage to those trees then.
Yep.
Get some trees.
You shear off the branch upon which the jungle spider had been standing moments.
Nice. Oh, hey, yeah, that's a good point. If we cut everything down, he has nothing to swing off of, she will say out loud to everyone.
Hmm.
She would use the brain link, but Cap is here.
I mean,
Very considerate.
many of these plants you've never seen outside of an ancient history sort of textbook.
I mean, if she's going to collect them for science, they are going to be cut down, so. Not
If
like
Very
they
true.
actually-
bad.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
They appear to have plenty conservation-wise.
we already know what they're like dead, so it's not going to be a big difference.
I'm not sure you know how fossils work.
All right. Moving like 5 spaces every time. So
Annoyingly bouncy.
very bouncy. Dreadfire.
Oh, I was gonna move too, I guess.
Sure.
Though I guess the question is, you said it's just like, it's terrain thing moving into the trees, right? It's just like half move.
Yep.
Is it rounded up or down?
We'll go up. Half of the run swim is rounded up to 3. So.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm just gonna head in that general direction on general principle. Oh, I think I have to pay for something for that too. Yeah, 5. I didn't boost it. It was just 5.
That's fair.
You know, you'd think he'd come down if he actually wanted to hurt us. This is man, hide and go seek serial killer. He's getting a little frustrated, so I think he's going to blink up into the trees. I don't know, like 10 feet ish or so, and then scramble always for the rest of his movement. Just kind of in that general direction.
Okie doke.
And then see what he sees, if he sees.
Be a vigilance check.
Fantastic 15.
Fantastic 15. That is enough.
Okay.
You can find a sight on.
And is he actually like close? Is that the representation of where he actually is?
More or less.
Ish. Okay. In that case, you know what? We should light him up because he's hard to see and he keeps moving. So I will use Dreadfire chains.
Right.
It didn't roll. Sorry. There we go. And I'm going to use a reaction to invoke combat trickery and make that a fantastic. Which would make that a fantastic 15.
I'm going to use my other reaction to give Dreadfire advantage or another edge.
Okay. Then in that case, I will. Fantastic 16.
16.
Because the 4 would effectively be a 6 because it's a fantastic. Unless it doesn't change the value and it just makes it a fantastic success.
That's weird.
Well, yeah.
Oh, wait, no, yeah, there it is. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
I feel like if it changed a die to
Actually, no, it specifically
fantastic, it would
says
say that.
you automatically roll a 1 on the
Oh, there you
marble
go.
die.
Yeah.
I thought it did. I just had to
Two. Okay. All right. Sorry. That's very weird. Why you wouldn't be able to actually just manually adjust it that way? For combat trickery. Cool. Well, yeah. So 16 is in fact enough.
Okay, and so that is a
To leap away and is snagged by the spectral tendril and held in place.
So that is 36 health and focus damage.
Jesus.
Owie.
And he
Yikes.
is not only grabbed, but also paralyzed.
Yeah.
I need to subtract that focus.
I pushed bump power way down my advancement track, but it does not matter because he's got that all in his pocket.
And presumably he's easier to see now because he's on fire.
Well, yes.
That's the hope. Anyway. And that's gonna.
Is it also like burning the trees between you and him because of the chains are there?
Probably. I mean, they wrap around him, so I assume they're contacting the tree somehow.
They gotta come from somewhere. Where are they coming from?
Up here, the tree, I imagine.
They just shoot out of the trunk or
just
something.
come out of the bark. Yeah.
Out of the aspect of your spectral being.
The darkest, rottenest part of the
the
tree.
trunk.
Yeah. Or they could just snake
Searing
the
it.
trunk from the ground. Yeah.
Cool.
Yep. That's his turn.
Nice. Anima. No, Spidey. Spidey's turn. Spidey is going to try to break out of this horrifying. Not with the 12, he's not. That was a terrible. All right. So he struggles mightily and fails. Anima. You are muted.
am muted. You're right. Sorry, I was slightly eating food. So I'm gonna do kind of a fun thing. And
Telling me miss.
I'm gonna have Alexi turn into very specifically a harpy eagle because harpy eagles are good in jungle and rainforests. So Alexi's going to turn into a harpy eagle, fly up into the trees, and start kind of staying close to the group just in case. But obviously, Spidey character seems to be dealt with, so I was gonna try and start looking for Brigitte. With a bird that is sufficient in rainforest areas. I looked this up specifically to find birds that do best in rainforest areas, and harpy eagle was like the first one that popped up as like the
If
best
I'm
bird.
also not
And I was
mistaken,
like,
it's also a ridiculously big bird.
yeah, it's a pretty big bird, and it can fly up to 50 miles an hour. I
Very
believe it said.
small.
Yeah,
Don't
50
recommend
miles
that
per hour.
in the trees, maybe. But
No.
depending on the bank speed.
But also their coloring is very like grays, blacks, and whites. So unlike most other forest birds, isn't going to insanely stick out amongst the shadows around them. Like a macaw or something. So I thought this through. Do you want me to roll vigilance?
Very cool. Absolutely. Roll me business.
Okay.
Inspector Gadget.
Okay, and hang on because I have 3 edges to roll. That is 1. No, come back. No, come back. Stop doing that. Yeah, I'll try this one. And that is a 15.
15?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of
Wipe out.
disappointing with 3 edges.
Well, it was originally all like 2s,
Mhm.
and then the Marvel die went up to just a regular 6. So I rolled my other ones, and it went up to a 3 and a 4. So,
You see no sign.
okay.
Lily.
Right. So, Lily is going to take her turn to make her scythe
Ooh, cool.
because
Chop it down a tree.
she's not chopping down a tree or chopping down a spider. Maybe, who knows?
Cool.
And then she will also. Can I also use that at the same time? Oh no, it's a standard action. Never mind. Then yeah, I'll just make my scythe. How much will that cost me?
We say something your size or slightly larger. We said about 3-ish.
Okay.
Average size was 3.
All right.
All right. Ooh. And dude's pinned. So attacks against him now have advantage. Excuse me, edge.
He's paralyzed, so his agility defense is 10, and melee attacks automatically succeed.
Cool. So a drone kind of floats down a little bit, and you kind of have this little sort of almost a little screen on it, and you can see Arcade's red-headed face. And Cassie I would be remiss if I didn't mention his yellow and red polka dot bow tie. And His voice comes over the loudspeaker that's simultaneously over the drone itself and sort of around you. And last year I was talking to Craven the Hunter, and he mentioned that the robotic Spider-Man he'd been training against just wasn't cutting it. He knew its patterns and pattern far too well, so I said, Gravy boy, give me a few weeks, and I'll whip that wall crawler into fierce fighting shape for you. Then I realized if I was going to upgrade him, might as well use some spare parts I had lying around to make a second one for me. And voila.
He's awful. I hate
And
him.
at which point says, enough talk. And Cap chucks his shield at the drone.
Yeah. We're all about wrecking the drones.
Yeah.
Property damage. Property damage is our shtick.
The drones are just kind of a hindrance and an annoyance at this point. So, like,
But
I'm
it's
all for
okay when it's the bad
drone
guy's
violence.
property.
Yeah.
I mean,
We're-
technically, given capitalism, a lot of regular property is probably also owned by bad guys at some level.
I mean, yeah.
So
I mean, that's fair.
the shield,
Yeah, that blurs the line.
and he says, watch how I do this, soldier, to Liberty Lass, specifically. That is an inspiration. You will get an edge on you.
Ooh.
Chucks the shield, bounces it off of the drone, and it flies into the bush, hits the spider, the jungle spider, for 22 damage.
Nice. Ooh.
Nice.
And bounces off of another tree and comes back to his hand.
Nice.
Almost hear like the Captain America theme going on. Let me play it.
Liberty
We're not
Lass
careful,
is
we
in
could-
fact watching, and her eyes are like this big.
We're gonna get too used. We're gonna get way too used to having an Avenger on our team really quick, and it's gonna be our detriment.
Would you say that Liberty Lass's eyes are as big as her hubcap?
Oh, bigger.
Either as big as hubcaps.
Eyes as big as Volkswagen hubcaps.
We're gonna go to fight.
Sponsor us.
We're gonna go to fight a fight after this without an Avenger around, and we're gonna be like, oh.
Oh
damn.
crap. What do we do? No.
Oh heck.
Liberty Lass, you're up.
Okay. So Liberty Lass is.
Suffering
I
performance
think. What's that?
suffering performance anxiety. Your mentor just literally said, hey, do it this way.
Oh, yeah. So she's totally gonna like, okay. Throw her shield again.
You mean like this?
Yeah, you mean like this?
Me and Julie roll.
Heckin'. And since I failed before, I get another advantage or edge.
Yep.
Ah. 18 plus my agility. That's a 16.
Dreadfire chains. Like, cancel 3 of his friggin' abilities.
I wasn't gonna do it, but we couldn't see him. I was like, "No, I'm not chasing this guy."
It's a
So-
super dodge. He
You love us, Mike.
What does
You
a
love
10
us so
agility
much.
defense mean though? Doesn't that mean
He's literally kind of
You just have to beat a 10.
stuck.
oh okay.
But the 10 is average.
It means we're taking this dude out way quicker than Mike wanted us to, and
Oh, no,
it's
that's fine.
really funny to watch his reaction to it.
He's not designed to be super tough, but I wasn't exactly expecting. I mean,
Dreadfire chains?
Teams weren't beating him.
what? 5 of you
Just
against
saying.
6 against 1 guy.
I'm just saying.
All right.
Or
Dreadfire,
Mars
man.
Party.
What would we do without him?
You're gonna
16
love.
does
you're
in
gonna
fact
love,
hit.
You're gonna love this one.
Okay, so 13 points of damage.
Very nice.
Wait, no. Sorry. That's not correct. That's 18 points of damage. Because my shield gives me a +1 to the multiplier, right?
Yes, it does. You know what? I didn't actually factor that in. You should have 6 more.
And it, of course, hits something. It hits the Spider-Man robot and then like bounces wide, nowhere close to going like a full triangle
sort
like
of yawing in the
Caps does. And you know, shit.
You have to go teleport to like get it because it keeps going that way.
Yeah.
Shit. Perfect.
You're just kind of like, oh god, the angle was wrong.
Beholder.
I suck at math.
Okay. Strongly tempted to clone his Dreadfire chains and do that on the other one, but I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna shoot at him with my eye cannons. Although I'm still technically looking for Brigitte first, but you know, you literally said we saw the second one, so
Saw the second one. What?
second.
No, I think he was
spider
saying
person robot.
This is the second spider robot. He made the other one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I thought it was just like surprise. Now there's a second one, so it's still just this guy.
No,
Wow, I
it's
feel
just the
bad
one,
for
yeah.
him. Okay,
That's because you're a hero.
yeah. Jeez.
Quote. Air quote. Air quote.
I don't feel bad enough
Great
to not
hero.
like blast energy into him though while he can't move.
In our defense, Arcade started it. He kidnapped us. Everything from here on out is deserved.
And
well,
this isn't
I mean,
alive.
yes, the fact that this is a robot that Arcane specifically owns makes it just as fun as destroying drones. So.
Yeah. So we don't need to be heroes in this scenario.
Yes.
We got kidnapped first. This is self-defense.
Technically, it's got some kind of AI on there, so I kind of feel sorry for the AI, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe Beauty can make a friend later. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna blast him with my eye cannon.
Sure. In your logic.
Well, now I want Beauty to make a friend.
Wow,
You
that's
can be friends
gross.
with Lily.
That is, in fact, enough.
Well, yeah, he's paralyzed, but still, it's gross damage.
I mean,
but
the
still
damage too, though.
Yeah, I should have boosted it because I was almost guaranteed on hitting it, but I didn't think about it, so it's fine.
Oh, crap. Anybody within how many?
What are we talking about now?
Did I say anything? What? 2 spaces. Yeah. Okay. So, check. What does shield? Dash, Rigo shield. Shield deflection. Yeah. Okay. I see. Okay. So everyone within 2 spaces of the spider robot. Spider-Man robot.
You have failed to put him visibly on the map, so who is that?
He's right here.
Oh, I see. He's just blending.
He's
Am I within 2 spaces of
camouflage.
the Spider-Man?
sorry, which?
Not that we can tell.
I can't see the map, guys.
That's
Oh.
pretty
Am I
much
within 2
everybody.
spaces?
No, it's pretty much Dora, maybe, and Dreadfire, Cap,
cool.
and Liberty Lass.
Cool, great, awesome. I just need to know. Thanks.
Are Dualily and
Anima
are not in range
aware.
of whatever's going on. What am I rolling? What's happening?
Great.
Everyone takes
Oh,
4 points of damage.
What kind of damage, Mike?
Well, the spider robot, engulfed in flames as it is, just get hit with a shield, gets hit with another shield, and then with this blast of energy through it, and it just sort of like collapses on itself and just explodes.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
I will use
So,
a reaction to the phase.
Cool.
I'm gonna pop on the shield then.
Cool.
so I can change my Pokemon type to fire.
I'm going to add, or I'm going to use my reaction to blink 5 feet away, which will put me out of range.
Cool.
But I can't help Cap. Sorry, Cap.
Just leave it in.
I mean, I guess I could throw my shield in front of him to give him like some extra cushion.
He's got like
other reaction.
He's got like
But-
lock 4, so he's fine.
So I think he's
Yeah, you just
probably,
can't
yeah.
get hit by it, yeah.
I think we
He's
don't
an
have to worry
Avenger.
about the
I don't
Avenger,
need to
guys.
worry about it. Like Liberty Last goes
Even
to
when
throw
he's-
the shield, and he's like, nah.
In fact, he,
Yeah,
kinda
yeah,
puts
we
his-
don't-
he puts his shield
The
up to
last-
stop getting Liberty Left.
Yeah, he's trying to protect your shield from the explosion with his own shield.
When she throws her shield, he throws his shield in front of her shield.
Oh, by the way, just to throw this out here, I did a little quick research, and Volkswagen has done product placement in Marvel properties before. The Ant-Man family car was a Volkswagen, apparently, in that
Nice.
movie. So,
Oh,
and not the movie Ant-Man, but the most recent movie. I was trying to find their address, so I just
Have-
emailed them. 'cause
Have
what the
your
heck.
people. Oh, our people. We'll do lunch.
Yeah, that's the problem. They're not watching this. Like,
Yeah, I
we're gonna have-
know.
we're gonna have to reach out.
But they will be. And then they'll see.
But we totally
like,
should.
oh my god. Totally missed an opportunity.
We're giving them so much free promo. I mean, they should want to benefit from this.
Right?
I don't know.
The
That one person who's
Also-
watching that we don't know, it's probably them.
probably the lurker in the Twitch chat. Yeah, totally them.
Hi, Volkswagen.
Like us. They're on to us. Quick, log out. No. And over the loudspeakers, you hear, "Oh, spider explosion! What a blast!" Those jungle spider parts weren't under warranty anymore, anyways. You just saved me the hassle of shipping it back.
Oh,
But don't dawdle. The exit stage right.
Did you say something after "don't dawdle"? Because I saw your mouth moving, but I didn't hear any noise.
You exit stage right.
No, I heard that part between those two things.
Yeah.
Okay, weird. Did the spider's robot's head go anywhere particularly visible or convenient?
Give me a vigilance check.
the head?
Yeah, that is usually where the AI store their brains, but not always.
Oh, you were serious about wanting the AI. Okay, no, that's
Let's
great.
just make these unnecessarily high. Okay, so yeah, it's a fantastic 19.
Unnecessarily high.
Well, I mean, it started out as a fantastic 17, and I was
Huh.
just using the edge cuz.
You had the thought, and now Beauty's fixated on finding a friend. So, track the head. You find basically half of Spider-Man face and sort of mangled circuitry on the other side.
Fancy. We'll hang on to that until it becomes inconvenient.
And chuck it at somebody. So,
Actually, I do have that thing I've never used. I'll think about that. As you were.
as you ordered.
Concerned.
All right. So what now?
Well, he said "don't
Uh,
dawdle." Like, is just it seems like it's a path that kept going. So that.
We gonna
I
talk
would.
about how
But what about Brigitte?
Brigitte.
I was
Oh,
like,
that's a good question.
yeah.
Yeah, where did she go anyway?
Your companion's safe.
Can we
That's
have her
reassuring.
pack?
I would like my friend back.
I was gonna say, how can we trust you? But I don't know that super matters.
I mean, you are here, so I can kill you. So,
Yeah.
but nah,
Bang up job.
I'll.
Well, I guess Ford isn't through.
Oh, okay, all right.
I'm a man of my honor. You make it out alive, friend will be returned to you.
hate that. All right.
Well, we're not leaving without her, so sort of by definition, I guess the question really is do we beat you up personally, or do we just leave?
True.
I'm sure if we
wait.
continue, we'll find
Like,
him.
do you have any feelings on that? Cap, can I call you Cap? That feels weird.
Yeah, not on our team.
Well, if you're uncomfortable,
Let
you
this
can call
go.
me Captain.
Okay. Are we obligated to? I mean, in the normal course of things, would you beat him up just on general principle, or if you were able to escape without beating him up, would you just do that?
Well, I prefer that criminals get brought to justice.
Okay.
So
I meant
beating him up.
yes, bringing
Wait.
him to justice, not just beating him up for that reason. Check.
Well, I'm fine with beating him up.
Just
because he has
arbitrarily
Brigitte.
beating him up for no reason at all.
Not no reason.
Do something.
He has our friend.
He's being mean. He kidnapped us. That's extremely rude.
He kidnapped us and took our friend.
Yes,
beating
that
him
all
up
Beat
on
does.
him until he
principle,
gives
he
our friend
has-
back.
Yes.
So-
or
Me-
information.
I would like to think at this point, after the fight that Alexi and Brigitte were part of, they've bonded a little bit, and Alexi's like, no. He has my friend. He has Brigitte. That is principle enough to beat him up. I want my
Yeah.
Valkyrie back.
So I have a brain. I want to. Whenever you last, as she's walking forward, she's gonna do a brain link message to the group, and I guess specifically to Beholder, and she's gonna go, Beholder. I hate to be the fangirl that questions her idol, but we just fought a green Spider-Man. What are the chances that this Cap is a robot too?
I
Um,
literally have no priors to estimate that because this whole thing is insane. 50%?
yeah, I'd say it's a solid 50-50.
Well,
I-
see, the
I might,
question is, can you
like-
see through him?
my well, my X-ray vision and my ESP are both not working right. So
Mm.
the things that I might use to distinguish him from a robot aren't super reliable right now.
I mean, you could just cut him, but that seems rude.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's
I mean, he does have wounds.
did the
He was
robot
roughed up.
Spider-Man look like it had like surface wounds or just like skin tearing off and showing metal underneath?
Well, it was sort of like a faceless mannequin style of.
There's not like fake robot blood coming
No.
out. It's just okay. So if he is, he's a much better robot than this was.
Yeah.
Okay. Just check in.
I like your paranoia though. Stick with
Yeah,
that.
stick
That's
with
gonna
that.
serve you well. This is a terrible, terrible dimension.
Let's get the circus on the road.
Yeah. Oh, I did want to pop ESP on and off though, just to again verify that the jamming is still in place. And also kind of like I'm wondering if as we move through this place, I can maybe start, or Beauty can, because I'm not getting a lot of data, triangulating maybe where the jamming is coming from so I can go there and throw a whole bunch of energy at that spot.
Smart.
But that's a long-term plan, so.
Over here for a brief second.
Penny is very offended on Beauty's behalf.
Mm-hmm.
That. Move you to a new map. Ooh,
Map.
New map.
loads. Okay. Select. Over. Butter. There. To actually change the map. Do this.
Ooh.
After several minutes of following a winding trail toward a ravine, you hear a metallic clang and a creature's roar echo through the air. As you round the bend, you see the path ahead has fallen away to reveal a series of large metal pits that looks like they were built to catch you unaware, but have been inadvertently triggered by an unexpected intruder. An ankylosaurus, just over 20 feet long, weighing over 6 tons, is trapped in a steel net suspended midway down a pit that's approximately 40 feet square. This really sounds like a math problem. An ankylosaurus, just over 20 feet long and weighing over 6 tons, is trapped in a steel net suspended midway down a pit that's approximately 40 feet square, 50 feet deep, with a series of massive spikes at the bottom.
Is the
Calculate for
ankylosaurus
X.
of uniform density?
Arcade's voice crackles over a loudspeaker. I spend hundreds of millions of dollars on decor and deadly traps, and one stupid dinosaur makes a mess out of it. Look, just walk around it, the trap will take care of it. I got a message from our sponsors playing right now, so our live stream audience won't see the mess.
Hey, you picked the
The
location.
Ankylosaurus snarls and thrashes, trying to break free from the net and keeping it dangling over the spikes. What do you do?
I would like to
Is
use
this-
animal communication.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is this reverse psychology? I can't tell. Because now I
Does this
feel
count as
actively
a-
bad for the dinosaur.
Can
Is
I
it-
destroy the trap somehow too? Is it like something that could be done?
I mean, if you're talking about
Hang on.
destroying the net, then it will fall into the spike pit.
No, the
spike,
spikes
yeah.
below. Can we take out the spikes without taking out the net?
You're gonna climb down 50 feet?
No, I didn't say that. I asked if they could be destroyed.
In theory.
I mean, Liberty Last does have I-beams now too, right?
Yeah.
Communication.
Okay, wait,
Taxonomic
hear me out.
animals.
But yeah, we're still doing animal communication first, I think.
Yeah.
Would this count for the scenario? It's not like also a weird robot.
Yeah. I mean, have you ever talked to this particular taxonomy of animals before?
No, but I talked to the weird grubby bird things, technically.
Wait.
Or I could hear what they were saying. So I would. Can this also count? Please? Pretty please?
It'd make for some good entertainment.
You let me with the grubby birds, so I.
I mean, that was a bird, though.
But not really,
It's a
though.
dinosaur.
You specifically told me it
Yeah.
wasn't really all a bird. It was some sort of weird amalgamation of things. And all I got from that was screaming. So like, even if all I get is garbled screaming again, at least that's something. Because it's pretty vague. It just says birds, mammals, fish, amphibians, and so on. So
It also
like,
says one taxonomy choice, though.
yeah, but I think that's like at a time.
I know. That's weirdly worded.
Yeah. I mean, I also have
Okay.
animal bond. I can try to make this dinosaur my friend and then you just use animal bond. Wait, either one works. I have both.
Something in the
got both for a
multiverse
reason.
system is ambiguously worded.
I
Food for
know.
thought.
I know.
I mean, because it says they cannot switch to another taxonomic order, but they can select this
Have to
power
befriend
multiple
the
Yeah,
times
animal
if
that-
before,
desired.
apparently.
That implies that you have to pick it when you take it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which we didn't do. I didn't pick a specific one.
Sounds like you picked birds.
Maybe I don't know.
Is that the only thing it worked on?
I've only tried it the one time.
You can only communicate with grubby spirit birds. That's
I
true.
mean,
I
Yeah,
mean, yeah,
Birds-
technically,
birds is a
Bird
very
dog.
birds is a very solid pick though, because birds are everywhere. So
technically for
excellent
animal bond,
spies.
I do have to already
That you've
be
met the thing
friends with said animal, which is why I was like, I could try to become friends with it. But animal communication just kind of fits a broader scope. But if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Because it says communication can be verbal, visual, or even more complex, such as imparting location information.
Imagine
So
if
it
that's
gets
Interpretive dance.
It'll start liking you. It'll like you better.
okay.
Just throwing
Yeah.
it in.
All right. Well, now you've set it up as a challenge, so I'm gonna befriend the dinosaur. So, guys, let's figure out how to undo the trap. I'm gonna
Um,
shoot a challenge.
I
Okay.
feel like you might want to befriend the dinosaur before we let it out of the trap.
Yeah, well, apparently I can't do that according
I mean,
to
this
Mike.
one's a plant eater, maybe.
So
Yeah, like
Liberty
hippopotamus,
Last-
for example. They're super gentle, and no one dies from them more than any other animal in Africa, right?
So
Hey, I
how
have
much?
an idea.
Okay, so even if I can't communicate with it, would I, with just the vagueness of animal communication, be able to understand maybe what it's saying? Like we did with the grubby birds? Because I didn't talk to the grubby birds. Technically. Because I couldn't, but would I at all be able to understand anything the dinosaur is saying, or?
It's stuck in a
Okay.
trap, and this is a PG-13 stream.
It's also got the brain the size of
That's
a.
it.
Okay, well, I just
I
thought
should
I'd try.
probably
I just thought I'd
swear
try.
less if it's a PG-13.
You know, use the abilities I have at my disposal better and more often.
Although if you do any logic attacks, it's like a -3. Very not.
Liberty Lass is gonna. Can she like grab hold of the net?
You can reach it, yes. Theoretically.
Okay. Can I try to use the net to hoist the dinosaur up? Like just kind of,
Like away from the spikes, you mean?
yeah. Like to give it a better, like you presumably then I don't know how the net is actually laying. Is it like down in there? Is it like slanted? Is it
Yeah.
Where
What is it attached to? The sides of the pit, or
yeah? Because that's kind of
Is
well,
it?
'cause
Yeah, is it
having
like
having a
dangling
net that
from
catches you
something?
above the spiked pit seems just like a design flaw.
Well, maybe not if you're trying to build suspense.
exactly.
that on.
So it's
Waiting,
it's a
man.
it's a flimsy net.
That's a big
There's a
steel net. It's a
bit of
steel net. There's
Okay.
a lot. It's designed to hold a lot of weight.
Okay. That doesn't seem suspenseful then.
And it's
I mean, other
hanging,
than in the literal sense of suspending you.
and it's hanging over basically kind of like that teardrop shape over top of the pit
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
From
from above
what do we see when we look above, Mike?
the sky.
What? So it's hanging from the sky. Okay. It's perfectly reasonable that this is, a holodeck dome, whatever.
Sure.
Just gathering info.
Yes, the
You said it's a
rope-
plant eater?
The steel cable literally disappears into the sky.
Okay, so is it like bundled in this net?
Yes.
Yeah, he said like vaguely teardrop shaped type thing. So yeah, I think
Okay.
kind of like bundled inside of it. You said it's
Then I'm gonna
plant eater?
teleport up to it. Like the cable, like
Huh?
the top of the net.
Okay.
And I'm going to start
Swing.
using my momentum to swing like to help the dinosaur build momentum. To get out of the
mean,
trap.
admire
And then
your
I can
guys'.
and then the trap can be cut, right? Presumably. With not easily, but
I mean,
I've
cut the
ripped
steel
open
cable. Sure.
How hard can
I
it
mean,
be
I'm pretty
compared to a
sure-
steel drum?
I mean, I'm pretty sure the
I'm training
Avenger
for
on our
this.
team has a vibranium shield that's supposed to be able to like block or cut through like basically anything. So it maybe.
I mean, if you use enough force, sure.
I have a question. Just while this is going on, was the voice from him just the booming PA voice, or was there a drone with his face on it anywhere?
Give me a vigilance check.
Yeah, destroy
You're-
more drones.
Advantage vigilance. This is.
Hang on, I gotta make it unnecessarily high again. Okay, so yeah, it's a fantastic 21.
Nice.
Ha!
Yeah, they're further away, but you definitely see there are a number of drones. There's another four.
Okay, so the active question is him watching this nonsense. What exactly does his expression look like? Does it look irritated? Does it look secretly pleased? Like, this is what I'm going for here.
It's a fair question, actually. Yeah.
Interested.
Intrigued. Okay,
Intrigued. He's watching. He's
gotcha.
seeing what you're gonna do.
Hey, kiddo, you got any ideas? This seems, making
And-
stuff. I don't know. You keep pulling things out of nowhere. This seems like a good place for your kind of.
As much as I appreciate the concept, of a 160, maybe 170-pound athletic woman.
I would remind you that I have mighty 2.
Cool.
Yeah,
What's that
So-
gonna
I mean,
You're gonna. It's not so much the mighty; it's the fact that you need the momentum in the first place to get the pendulum moving. Is my thought.
Yeah, but I could theoretically use. I'm a teleporter, and my teleport does not get canceled with my momentum. We established this pretty early on.
Yeah. Okay.
So
You're running leap at it.
I'm gonna do the portal thing where I just jump straight down and then poof and then drop straight down and then poof and then poof and then poof and then poof and get faster and faster and faster and faster and then poof
Until
that
it starts
way and
swinging.
grab the end.
And
of
this
the
is why
thing.
teleport should cost focus, even though it doesn't.
The Marvel
I can
system
drop
was not ready for
10
us.
feet down.
Errata, guys.
I can actually drop 20 feet down indefinitely.
The Marvel system was not ready for us.
and then I'm gonna port like side portal.
Oh hell,
like,
we have to
teleport.
remember this for later when I run out of focus, so that you can do that above me and then stop teleporting and slam into me at like orbital velocity, and I can absorb it all into focus with energy absorption.
I feel like
Oh my
maybe
God.
one of you survives that. Like we're
I'm-
not factoring in the
it's gonna be
splat
me,
factor.
so it's fine.
Like I'm trying to picture hitting a steel cable at Mach 7. Like it's like, there's gonna be 2 Liberty Lasses after that.
I'm not gonna hit the steel cable because I'm gonna grab it and just grab it and like hang on. And so the force is gonna pull the cable and
Yeah.
start the momentum.
There is
What are you wearing on your hands, first of all?
I have gloves, leather gloves.
Well,
It's
there
part
is
of my
that
costume.
standard superhero question of like, does super strength come automatically with some kind of super durability when you're applying it? Because
Hang on.
otherwise it would be pointless.
You
You would
know,
break all
yeah.
your
Hang on.
bones the
You
instant
said
you
Ripping
this
your
do
thing-
shoulders out
anything.
of socket. Yeah.
You said this thing was thrashing around. Would it not then be creating some slight swinging momentum of its own?
Sure.
Yeah, it's just not
I mean, maybe not by
organized.
much, but like
it's averaging
Yeah.
out to nothing.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
countering what I could
I mean, it
affect
is
on my own.
without the weight of the net itself. We're still talking like 6 tons.
So if
Right.
nothing else, it will start moving in
Okay,
a direction.
Well then,
give you that.
I will have, if we want to do it this way, Alexi can grab. You said Plant Eater, correct? This
He was just
dinosaur.
Then
he was
maybe
teasing us,
Plant
but
Eater.
It's possible, is what he said. Yes. Hey, Dualily, can you make like a bunch of like ropes with grappling hooks, and then we can throw them over it and start yanking on it from the sides? That should help.
Yeah, I was gonna say, well, it can be thrashing in like a general direction then if I can grab some like large leaves and stuff and like when
Try
the
to calm it
animal wants a
down.
treat, carrot on a stick. It'll start thrashing in my direction and therefore swinging in my direction. Could work. Yeah. Alexi's only thought is animal vaguely in pain wants to help. One track mind.
No, it's very reasonable.
So with Brilliance 1, would Lily know what kind of, like, we're gonna pretend that Lily had like a book of dinosaurs as a kid.
Sure.
Would she know that it's an
Which
herbivore?
she still is.
I mean, yeah, she is, but
Boy, how did we make that mistake? Yeah, absolutely.
so yeah, I think that like,
Which means you have to go and look it up now.
no, I already looked it up. They're herbivores.
Oh, you're prepared. I was talking about Mike.
No,
I
I'm
was like,
actually
does Mike have to go look it up now?
rating us into another group.
Ah,
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Well, then that means my idea works. Huh.
have you decided who you're rating
Awesome.
us into?
Fabled 42, I guess.
Okay.
Cool.
The only one that popped up was the lowest number by far.
Yeah, because the one that I was going to suggest already has 15.
Which one?
Oh.
Lost Caravan RPG?
No.
I've done stuff with them before.
Let's do that.
Guess who just found out that they get edge on initiative and didn't know about it because they didn't bother to look at situational awareness.
Oops.
Such
One
a
of
good
these days
That's
I'm
what
gonna
gets my
read
edge.
these things.
We are rating. To Oscar.
Wonderful.
Up in the stream. We'll go. All right. Sorry for the interruption. So Liberty Lass has teleported to the top of the netting and is using the monster's thrashing to create more momentum with her own mighty two. Lily is creating ropes and hooks to allow others to grab the net.
I mean,
Mhm.
I suggested that. Did she say yes to that? Okay.
She did. But
Alexi,
she's also going to point out, did you guys know that this is an ankylosaurus? Did you know that it's herbivore? It eats plants.
Hey, did you know? Did you know?
She's just so excited that she knows these things, and she's like, and it was discovered in XYZ.
Alexi,
Just rambling off a bunch of things.
Fun facts about
At
dinosaurs.
that statement, grabbing a bunch of like probably there's since it's like rainforesty-esque that we're like kind of starting to exit out of grabbing whatever like big bushes and ferns have like big leaves and like carrot on a stick. Thrash in this direction and you get this.
there.
Being like, hey, we're trying to being like very like calm and like is like, hey, at some point you're gonna love me. We're gonna get you like very calm, like we're gonna get you out of here just over this way. Lexi's never had to deal with a dinosaur and is just flying by the seat of their pants and is like, well, you know, if our animals in our world are in this world are not this world, our world are descendants of, then maybe. You say that as if that is going to do something. Okay, I will if it's going to do something for me.
I don't know. I just gave.
I figured that out. What's Cap doing? Is he just politely ignoring us because this is nonsense, or is he like?
He's kind of looking at. He's being very analytical. He's very
Okay.
Watching us and
He
going.
appears to be on
"They're
board with the
superheroes, huh?"
save the dinosaur on general principle plan, or
Yeah.
do the opposite of what the villain has said to do.
He picks up one of the. How many hooks and ropes are you making, Lily?
Well, as many as Lily's very excited. She's making like very big ropes with hooks and like as many as she can. So she's probably like making more than needed.
Like the
and
circus,
excitedly
like
chattering about dinosaurs.
handkerchief.
Circus clown.
It's like that magic trick
Rope.
with the scarves.
Yeah, it's grappling hooks instead of
Yes.
scarves. That's weird.
Disturbing.
I mean, it would be a lot more impressive if you saw David Blaine do that.
He'd sell out his Vegas residency.
So Cap picks up one of the grappling hooks and launches it out, lashes it to sort of over basically between where Liberty Lassie is and where the dinosaur is, and clinks into place. And he wraps the rope around his arm a couple of times and sort of leans back and starts sort of very slowly coaxing the momentum.
Yeah.
Yay!
Okay.
I'm glad super strong people are doing this because I was not gonna be useful in that regard.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Mike,
Ah,
I will do this if you can swear to me at least one thing is going to happen if I do this.
Uh-oh.
Can you promise me at least something is going to happen? Good or bad?
I
mean-
feel like he would not have suggested it if nothing was going to happen. That would have just been a waste of time. Whether it's a good thing
you
or a
doing
bad
it
thing,
alone is
it's
enough
up in the
to
air.
pretty impressive.
All right. Okay. Since you asked, all right, Alexi's going to turn into an ankylosaurus.
Since I asked. Yay.
And
You
whatever
have pretty
happens from that
ankylosaurus?
will happen.
Stat
Well,
block. Dude.
it gives you a lot. It gives you a lot more mass at the very least.
Yeah.
And then wouldn't you be able to like speak their language innately?
Assuming they have a.
Who knows?
That right
It
there.
didn't work the first.
The
It did not
powers
work
are
the first time.
shenanigans.
I don't know if it would work just because I turned into the animal. Because I'm supposed to be able to use animal communication not in animal form. Because animal communication works even when I'm not in animal form because it's a telepathy. So if it doesn't work when I'm not in that animal form, I doubt it's going to work when I'm in said animal form any better.
Just for kicks.
Oh no, though.
Fire. This onto the field.
Okay, but can I be the one that's extra spiky? Sorry, I'm looking at pictures of them.
Like a punk rock ankylosaurus.
Yeah.
Giant liberty spikes up and down your spine.
At the very least, I feel like I could use the animal's mass to also be grabbing when if somebody gives it to
Yeah,
Alexi,
yeah.
grab one of the
Toe.
ropes and start pulling.
Like a.
And
like a
then
tow rope.
it's yeah, exactly.
Penny's like, good idea, and then she does that too. Because I never let go of shape change before.
Oh, that's true, huh? Yeah, that's true.
I said that specifically.
Dinosaur buddies.
Yeah, that's a
I love
super good
this
idea.
No, you keep hanging on to that. I love this. This is great fun for me.
Turning into one too.
Yeah. Make another fig,
Yeah.
Mike.
Now, whether or not you meant to in this particular fashion, you have made an ankylosaurus buddy. Or rather,
Yeah.
you have made a buddy into an ankylosaurus. But
Details.
I don't know if
Yeah.
I don't know if
It
yeah, I
does
don't
bring
know.
up another question about the weird, like, what happens to your stuff when you turn into an animal? Because like the robot spider head is somewhere now.
Vision. Night vision.
Where? Who knows?
Some animal
Magical
dimension,
dimension.
attached to my body.
it's in the
It's
fourth.
the same dimension that
season.
Lily takes stuff out of.
Exactly. It's sort of there and not there at the same time. We're
Wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey magic stuff.
the ankylosauruses that are closest to your original tokens are the ones you can control. Should be.
So yeah, I feel like that Anima had the good idea. We go on opposite sides, and then like we each get some ropes, and then we can like go back and
Yeah.
forth and make the big swing.
Yeah. Like
Do
a
the cha-
seesaw.
do the cha cha.
So, just to reiterate, you have these multiple ropes that are slung and hanging from and pulled by Captain America and others, and are both ankylosauruses are holding on to these ropes while Liberty Lass is atop and astride is one thing, and swinging this 6-ton behemoth of a dinosaur over this jagged pit of spikes.
Yes.
Arcade starts to laugh.
All the while Lily is telling you not bad jokes about them, but like interesting facts.
It is inherently funny, so I don't feel like that's necessarily evidence. I mean, it's technically weak evidence in favor of this is a dumb idea, but only weak.
Yeah.
Like it is
Yeah.
inherently funny.
Did you know that
I'm doing this on the
Cap. Cap, your shield. Can I see it?
Alexi's doing this on the basis of animal imprisoned would feel bad leaving it behind like that.
For sure.
There's no other reason.
He yells back, "Climb up the rope!"
I'm on top of it.
You're on top of the
Dinosaur. Yeah.
The rope is above that.
Okay.
So climb further up the rope?
I'm
Is that what it was
confused.
to me?
Yeah, he's just trying to figure out where to throw shield.
Just throw it to me.
Tosses you a shield.
Okay. I catch the shield and I real quickly give it a look over. Is it the real deal?
Stop.
Ever seen vibranium before?
No.
Let
Other
alone a
than on-
Probably
vibranium.
other than
not.
on TV.
Let alone
Not the college
in the
student.
comics, it is a vibranium adamantium alloy.
Fancy.
Oh, that's right.
It looks pretty. It feels quite light.
Okay. I'm gonna
Teleport away immediately.
steal the shield.
Guys,
I'm
no,
gone.
Like,
Bye,
all right,
guys.
sit.
See you later.
Tell us a
Nice
story.
knowing you.
Feel a little story right there.
Just go fight random encounters until you level up enough to get dimensional travel, and then go home.
So I'm going to do the same thing I did before with the momentum.
Huh?
This time I'm gonna use the edge of the shield to try to cut the rope so that the dinosaur lands like
Swing
over
and then
here.
land on solid ground. Stop
Yeah.
laughing at us. You presented me with a vague animal in trouble. What were you
And it-
expecting?
Escalated beautifully.
I want dinosaur friend.
So, you all work together, swinging this gigantic pendulum, using the strength of two other ankylosauruses and Liberty Lass's innate might, and at the very last sort of apex or the end point of the pendulum, I don't remember the name of it, you jam the shield down with as much force as you can onto the rope or the hanging steel cable. Give me a might check.
Do I get edge for my momentum?
No,
No.
we get edge from Lily yelling, "You got this!"
And do I
From her
also get
inspiration.
edge from everybody else helping me?
Give you 2.
Okay.
This is what you
Because
get.
you've got a 6-ton animal crashing underneath you.
Mike, I'd like you to remember you started this.
Anybody work
You
out
You
the
started
random
it and then
part of this?
actively
Is
encouraged.
So with the 2 edge, that's a 616 on the dice.
Nice.
Gonna be perfect. It's gonna be perfect. So the combination, it couldn't have worked better if you'd orchestrated it. Kind of did. You get to the maximum arc, which brings most of the creature out. You slice down right at the perfect point. You hit the cable. It cleaves most of the way through and then starts and snaps. And the 6 tons comes thundering to the ground, basically kind of buries its feet about a foot or so, and it struggles up. Most of the netting, steel cabling sort of starts collapsing away because it's no longer restrained by the tether cord, and you have saved a gigantic animal from extinction.
Yay! Do you know that their forelimb musculature suggests that they all walked very heavily on their front paws?
I love that.
Fun facts.
Now that we've
As it
now that we've
lands,
saved its life.
as it lands, can I just be like, sorry for your dino knees. I'm sure that was rough.
I was gonna ask if it did the superhero landing. Like,
Nice.
It should. It totally
I know
does. In my mind.
superhero landing.
Nice.
Now that we've saved its life, does it trust me enough that I can do it?
Well, it's looking at you both perplexed,
well, that's better than angry trauma.
and it bellows
True.
a growl of something.
I nod.
It sort of recovers itself.
I'm petting it like a puppy.
Now realizes you're on its back. Go.
Hmm.
Starts.
Oh, I think when it got launched, she would have just teleported to the ground and wouldn't have ridden it all the way to the ground.
Okay, cool.
So,
Yeah,
Coward.
that'd be.
oh no, she's like right here. She's totally like scritching behind its dino ears. If it's
standing
letting
next
her.
to,
It's
but not too
reptilian,
close.
It doesn't have ears.
It has spikes on its head that kind of look ear shaped.
Oh, yeah.
Pointing off. So she's like
Yeah.
scritching behind a spike or something.
It doesn't know what to think.
He's a
Very-
good dinosaur.
Really
Very
doesn't know.
fair.
So cute. I think I'm going to name you. And Liberty Lass looks at Anima and then looks at the dinosaur and then looks at Anima and then goes, you don't look like a babu. How about Jim? Look like a Jim to me.
All right.
Jonathan.
Good
I
job,
think.
Jim.
Trying to think if I want to do this. Since it still seems perplexed and confused. I think Alexi probably would change forms back to human, and at that point, the bundle of like leaves they had grabbed, like grab them and like bring them over and be like, "Yeah, you probably need to eat." You know,
Stress eating.
Alexi's
Mike.
like, "I feel so bad. What can I do for you?"
While that's happening, I just want to like sort of trundle up to the edge of the spike trap and like kick some sod in there with my
Are you still in
6-ton
dinosaur form?
Oh yeah, like this is useful. I'm gonna use this for a little bit. But like, but just yeah, like kick at at the edge of it, like kick some dirt / grass / whatever into there. Because really, what I'm looking for is this spike trap real or is it like a decoy?
Dirt.
And the spaces between them are actually real traps.
Dirt and rocks and sod fall down to the bottom of a seems to be a pit. It's real.
Okay, I'm still looking at the drone suspiciously. I squint.
Like this is all happening in dinosaur form. So camera, I imagine from audience perspective, the camera pans and it's just a dinosaur looking very suspicious, just going.
Like if I could make this gesture with my current equipment, I would, but I don't. Doesn't seem like that's a thing.
If looks could kill from a dinosaur.
Looks can kill. That's
Uh,
the whole thing with.
Well,
But yeah, then I'm
Beauty,
gonna
isn't
go
it?
ahead and like move up between them just to see if the ground collapses there or anything happens while I'm very large and presumably slightly more durable, and also I still have my shenanigans, so I feel relatively secure.
Change this for a sec. I want to make sure I can. Just changing the creature.
Like Penny wasn't being sarcastic when she was complimenting Liberty Lass's paranoia. Paranoia is a survival trait in this universe.
you know. Why are you barking now? Why are you barking? When are you barking at? What's happening? I love hearing my dogs just randomly start barking.
Irritating. Okay. And if the same problem, I'm going to keep that. Refresh the page real quick. Sorry. So fast.
So the shield, is it still like circular? It's not dented like a hubcap?
The shield is still circular.
Okay, I toss it back to Cap.
It sounds so heartbroken.
No, I'm just, that was her, like, she's still not 100% sure that this isn't an arcade trick. Like, she wants it to be real, but she doesn't know what to believe right now, I guess is the point.
So do you Avenger types get health insurance for this kind of thing? These premiums have got to be terrible.
For as often as people punch Avengers, I bet they have great dental.
Did we establish where we are in the comics, in the circular comics timeline? Like, what things have happened that would have been on TV?
In what regard?
In regard to, like, who's alive?
Who's currently on the Avengers
actually an
team?
Avenger right now? Like, etc.
Since the roster switches so often.
Because I was about to say, like, doesn't you know, doesn't Tony Stark pay for all that? Except this isn't the Ultimate Universe, right? So we don't know that Iron Man is Tony Stark. So we don't know that Iron Man is rich. Sort of implied because shiny robot suit, but I just want to know where we should be as far as the general public.
Oh, as far as the general public in terms of who's on the Avengers roster?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, like, do we know?
Most people know that there's a set.
There's a great meme about that, actually.
Like that,
Let's see if I
the
find
Avengers
it.
roster changes so frequently.
Also that.
So
Here it is. Here it is. I'm gonna post it in our chat.
kind of like,
Sorry for those watching.
All right. But for now, having saved the dinosaur, let's take a quick 5-minute break.
Awesome.
Hydrate. It's a good point to stop. At least.
No, I just meant, wouldn't a slow 5-minute break still be the same amount of time?
I don't know. Does anybody have time control?
Relative.
No.
I don't think that's actually a thing.
Hasten the 5-minute break. All right.
Can pause it.
Hydrate, bio break, bring some snacks back for the rest of us. See you in 5.
so the Roman Empire.
There it is.
And
Yeah,
again,
I
bears.
was hoping we'd forget.
Having
Never.
rescued a tank on 4 legs, and becoming tanks themselves in order to do so, the Ankylosaurus that was dangling precipitously over a pit of spikes acts a bit like a puppy dog, and it sort of does that turnaround thing and very excited, and then starts lumbering off into the bushes.
Be safe. Have a good time.
You're welcome.
Disappears.
Yeah, I mean, Alexi's slightly concerned, but obviously not going to stop the dinosaur from walking away. You know, just kind of go, all right, see you, bud. Be safe. Watching him walk away, waving a little bit.
The rest of you see an Ankylosaurus wander away into the bush, leaving you with 2.
Technically one, Alexi switched forms.
All right, you switch back.
Back to human to feed it, or attempt to feed it before it wandered away. So
But yeah,
technically Penny's the only one still
There's
with
still a
dinosaur.
house.
back to what I had said I was doing. Moving up between the pits to see if anything happens.
Nothing.
Okay.
Well, I guess
I'm
we
just gonna
should
keep
start heading
going
to the
then.
next area.
You see up ahead some more sort of marking pylons leading to a different section of the jungle.
Uh-huh.
Throw my shield at one of them.
One of the cones?
More
Oh,
random
yeah.
property damage.
Hey, it's
I mean,
practice.
Sure.
All right.
I'm not discouraging you.
Like she's like trying to bounce it between the cones.
And Cap comes up his. Remember, it's more about the wrist movement, and he tosses it, and he hits 2 of them, and it bounces back, and then he flips you the shield. Go through.
I like that this episode is just Liberty Lass and Captain America become best friends.
They're gonna make bracelets.
You got this, soldier.
Yeah.
Roll agility.
What's that?
Roll agility.
All right.
With
That's
it.
what I thought you said, but I wanted to make sure I heard right.
Yeah, you gotta actually
Shield.
work for it if you want to impress your idol.
At edge.
At edge. Okay.
He's being encouraging.
Got the exact same thing. What's my agility? So that's plus the shield?
No.
No. Okay.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
so 17?
Nice. You get 3.
Ding ding ding.
And then because the laws of physics, it comes back to you. Not quite at the angle you were hoping for, so you do a little bit of a reach, and it kind of like extends a little-
Stretch.
Is there enough space between the pylons for me to...
Oh yeah,
Okay. Onward.
saunter through, muscle them apart.
Remain a dinosaur.
And you get down as well.
I politely hand this shield back to Cap.
You should also, if you double click on the dinosaur itself, you should see a stat block, or you should be able to see a stat block, because I put it into your folder. You can double click on it and then open character sheet. Should be able to.
But it's just opening my character sheet.
Did I not fix that one? Hold on. Oh, my bad. Hold on.
Beefy.
Oh, that's saved. That's saved. There, now that should work.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Thing's a tank.
That's, it's got a lot of powers.
Right.
Mostly powers related to being big and strong.
Mighty and sturdy,
God.
Strong.
and a couple other things like flobber. Ground.
Is the tail the iconic weapon?
Attacks edge.
Yes!
The Thagomizer.
I love that. I love that.
Yep.
I think as everybody's kind of starting to walk in that direction, Alexi's gonna walk over to Cap and go, "Hey, Captain, that feels even more weird. Cap, Arcade, the guy, Arcade, his name was, I think, said that you had been taken because you had been poking your nose in business you weren't supposed to. What were you poking your nose in that you shouldn't have, that would have gotten you where we are?"
And he looks at you.
They punched a Nazi.
It's strange. These purple shards have been appearing all over the city. And Iron Man didn't have any, he couldn't get a read on them. But I decided to investigate myself, and I asked Dr. Strange, or I intended to get to Dr. Strange, but there was an event that there was some violence happening at. I made an attempt to quell the violence, and apparently it was a trap set for me. So, here I am.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was gonna be. Great.
That's kind of what happened to us. Speaking of
In a fridge, yes.
which, I'm gonna hand the note that was in the trap that Liberty Last picked up to Beholder.
You mean to the giant dinosaur?
Oh, presumably then I'm holding it out in front of your face.
Okay.
The giant dinosaur with the cybernetic.
Yeah. Giant cybernetic eye. Ooh, I wonder if it does more damage now. I'll have to test that.
So I'm like holding it in front of the.
Yeah, I'm
which
squinting. What are we looking for?
Well, I don't think the Liberty Last told anybody about the note. I think she
Okay.
just picked it up, read it, and then we were ambushed.
I definitely don't remember what it says.
I definitely don't remember either because I've slept since then.
Well, fortunately, we have the physical artifact, so Mike can just tell us.
Yes.
Yes. What did it say?
It wasn't a note on the trap box, right? It was a note on the barrel that led us to the trap. Isn't that how that worked?
Yeah. And then
It
didn't
was-
it just tell us to go to the pier?
It was ostensibly written to make us think it was Lily's
Oh.
sister on letterhead that belonged to Lily's mother
Yep.
from the evil
Vaguely.
corporation.
From
Right, yeah.
Chrysalis.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of those super smart, you're the super smart scientist moments, and maybe you'll see something that we missed. I guess.
I mean, I'm if it was the note on the barrel, I'm pretty sure I looked at it before.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah, if it's the same note, I think kind of.
We need a handwriting analysis.
I thought there was a
Or
different note on the
No, because I think it was.
I faintly recall there being something that you learned that you didn't tell everyone, but I don't have any memory of what that was.
I believe there was like something on the box that when
All I remember is you kind of like
I nudged
pushing
it.
the box with your foot, and that set off the trap, and then combat.
Okay. I may be getting the two things confused.
Yeah, there was a note
Yeah.
on the barrel,
Yeah, I don't remember a
Here.
second note.
and then there was a box in the middle of the empty pier area that you nudged with your foot,
Okay.
blew up confetti.
I also didn't write down a note about a second note, and I probably would have done that if there was a second note. So
So
yeah,
onward.
right.
Never mind,
Yeah.
disregard. I'm not
Um,
shoving a piece of paper in front of a dinosaur's robotic eye. That is not
I
a
think
thing
after-
that's happened.
I think after Hep says that, Alex would kind of sigh and go, "Yeah, that's kind of what I thought it was." We've been investigating the crystals as well. Recommendation at this point in time: anybody who is not human, not from this universe, we're still a little vague on the details. Don't let them touch the crystals because we can't control what's happening on the East Coast. So like, just maybe like remember that. Also concerned that they're on the East Coast as well, where the Avengers are at. That's
Are you
Or
implying that
technically,
we can
they're-
control what happens on the West Coast?
Oh, wait,
Penny
wait.
asks
There's
through the brain
two-
link.
Oh, yeah, no,
There's
it's-
there's Avengers
Because-
on the West Coast too.
We
I
definitely
think it's
can.
in their name, but they're not as like
yeah,
well
but like
known.
Cap's usually on the East Coast team, so that's why I went East Coast because he's usually in New York. So that's why
Assumed.
Assumed, yeah, basically. Alexi wouldn't really know any better. Alexi has not paid much attention to the Avengers in their life because, you know, normal.
Rude.
So
Pay
yeah,
pay attention to current events. Come on.
Alexi would be like, yeah, just don't let anyone, just when we get out of this and you go back, don't let anyone touch the crystals if they're not like from this universe as in general as a
Noted.
safety precaution.
That's it.
We still don't know super where they're from, and we have vague information on them that we could give you after this.
It's the elves' fault.
That's so vague. I feel like
Basically.
we should not phrase it like that.
Especially with
Yeah, but it's like not all the elves' fault. Solus is not at fault for this.
But it does say it's where it's from. It's not everybody's. Can't collectively be responsible for the queen or whoever she is.
Queen.
Did you just make a Dragon Age reference? Solus? Isn't that a
No, that's
Yeah,
one of the other.
solstice.
No, solstice.
okay.
Words
Yeah.
were coming out of my mouth.
They keep
I don't
calling him
think
the
my
magic
brain.
one. He's the
Close enough for government work.
So you walk
Yeah.
away, and the clearing up ahead seems to open up. Make your way down the winding path to a deep ravine. Sun starts to set as you walk, and a series of green glowing neon arrows that direct you forward until you see a cave opening. Inside the cave, you see warm light.
I hate this, but well.
Can I
Onwards we
sneak
go.
in like ahead of everybody else?
And run ahead of everybody else and sneak.
No, like kind of scout. So we got the mental link,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty good at being sneaky. So this might be a good attempt, chance to give us like an upper hand.
I am gonna point out the cameras on drones.
Probably get around them.
Okay. As you were.
I mean, I could also totally fail. So
probably wouldn't be any worse than where we're at now. So can't hurt.
True.
it's not like I'm running in and going, "Give me 30 minutes."
Now,
I mean,
I am looking at the
I don't know if-
real clock.
And the rogue sneaking ahead with the rest of the party.
I don't know if you guys have it, but there is
Make a decision. Fisher Cup 8.
sneaking
Time's a ticking.
/ hiding
Let's go.
movement.
So that's 16, 19 to be sneaky.
Be sneaky. Okay. And you're what, teleporting into the cave?
Yeah, and I'm just kind of like, I'm staying to shadows and corners and places that'll be harder for the drones to spot. And then I'm gonna relay everything I see back to the group via the link.
Into the cave?
Yes, I'm going into the
Feel free to
cave.
move yourself up.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I
Um,
wasn't looking at Roll20.
And I improvised this map. So it's not, I could not find a modern facility. So we're going to say it's a natural cave with a bunch of modern facility technology inside. Comfortable looking beds, shelves full of supplies, wash basins, what looks like a hot spring tub.
Ooh.
Cool. Fridges, a large fridge, 2 smaller coolers stocked with refreshments. The warm light comes from a trio of large glass encased fireplaces. A dozen or so lanterns hang from the ceiling, giving a nice sort of calming glow, relaxing atmosphere.
Is there like rafters or beams or anything to support those lanterns, or are they like hanging from the rock?
Hanging from the rock.
Okay. How big are they?
Side of the lantern.
Like that, like small lantern?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, I think once that information is relayed to the team, Alexi would head inside.
Yeah.
Lily will follow.
Let's say she's landed like here. Is that water?
Yes.
Okay.
Small pool. Did you tell? Okay, I guess. Arcade's hologram appears in the middle, basically right next to Dreadfire. He smiles broadly and he sort of does this broad-armed gesture. Facility. You've done well to make it this far. Our streaming numbers are mighty fine. I want to make sure you all look good and feel fresh for the big finale. So please enjoy some Arcadian hospitality here at Rest Station Inn. Relax. We'll catch you tomorrow, bright and early. He motions towards a large digital clock readout on the wall. That reads 8:30 p.m. Hologram vanishes.
Wait, did the kidnapping
does
killer
anybody
just
else
ask us
trust-
to take a nap?
I don't trust touching any of this stuff actually after that. Does anybody else? I don't
Hustle into the thing.
hmm.
His hospitality sucks.
Yeah.
To be fair, it's a nice pool. But...
Hey, Mike,
Yeah, but I don't trust the water.
are there cameras in here? On drones or otherwise?
The continuance of drone violence. Good.
Well, it's
Nothing
more
obvious.
that if well, I wasn't assuming they were going to be obvious. I was checking with my stupid vision, right? But the thrust of this is that, you know, if this is a place where shenanigans happens, then there are going to be cameras. If there are no cameras, then that is mild evidence of no shenanigans.
Yeah, because both Beholder and Anima have heightened senses too. So would we have noticed anything that wouldn't be obvious that
I
nobody
mean,
else?
I'm
on the
I'm
team would
looking
notice?
specifically. I'm not just casually.
Yeah.
Give me a roll. Vigilance.
Can I also roll vigilance just
You
in case?
absolutely can.
Sick. And roll you.
Is this just me or is this a weird
Right.
place for a rug?
And now I'm gonna re-roll you.
Sorry.
Awful.
Rugs go with glass
I didn't have a token
fireplaces.
for a fridge.
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay.
roll
This is where the
you.
fireplace is. It's over here.
Haha!
Fireplaces are the rock things. The thing you're at, the big square thing, is basically a large sort of freezer fridge thing.
Oh, okay. So it's not a carpet on the ground.
No, it is not a carpet.
So I'm not
Hey,
seeing the map
Mike.
It's
properly
not carpets.
for some reason.
But these are in fact fireplaces.
Well, they're not emitting any light.
Hey, Mike.
Hi,
I got a fantastic 15.
you did.
Tell
Fantastic.
me where those cameras are right
Cameras.
now.
Yeah,
You're
I
very
got
subtle.
a non-fantastic 20.
You also noticed they're subtle. They're in the rock, and the lanterns are basically designed to try to emit enough light that you wouldn't necessarily notice them.
Cool, we're destroying these things, right, Dora?
Yeah.
That was the first impulse. Yeah. I was just taking a sec to think if there was any
Wait, these are
Useful.
mounted cameras, not drones?
useful way to
Sort of like in the recessed into the rock.
Yeah, so they're mounted, right?
Yeah.
Don't destroy
agree.
them. I have an idea, actually. Can I teleport up to the rock to like try to see if we can? Well, Anima would have to point them out.
One out.
Yeah, but
Which
what
I'm
are you
sure-
trying to do with the cameras?
If I can retrieve one, then maybe Dora can access it and we can get more information. Or not Dora, Beholder.
Not a terrible idea.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, yeah,
Though,
Alexi would be like going
Smashing
to
it
do it, but
doesn't
stop once.
completely rule that out, but
Eh. We still have to find a way to, because if it's like kind of embedded into the rock, we still have to find a way to get it out, which I can't promise is not just going to destroy the camera anyways.
Well, maybe I can break the rock around it.
We can sure try.
Or presumably, if it's mounted, it's probably got some way to access it if it needs repairs by removing a lens cover or something. Probably like a thing.
Would would Beholder be able to get into the camera without taking it out of the rock, or would we need to get it out of the rock?
That depends entirely on what the situation is. But I would have to be not a dinosaur, I guess.
I know, I'm so sorry.
It's just sad. I mean, I can just I've seen the dinosaur now, so I can do this whenever I want and you're around, but
Yeah, you
just feels
you have
sad.
my power now.
So
Dora's comfort dinosaur form.
yeah.
Okay.
I will reluctantly become a tiny human woman again.
Sad.
I don't. But the thing is, I will point out in the brain link, as soon as we start messing with these, it's going to be obvious that we're messing with them because they're cameras. So
we should destroy them first and then start messing with them so that way they're not
maybe, yeah.
I have
obviously being messed with. I am fine with just smashing this thing and taking it out of the rock.
Well, I have another idea regarding that, actually. What if
You
we
say it out loud.
created? Yeah. I'm gonna say it in the brain link. My idea about this is what if we created more light? It would theoretically blind the cameras, right?
I mean,
I could make spray paint. We could just spray paint the lenses.
that's fairly innocuous. Like he might write that off because we have to do all of them, not just the one we're messing with. But yeah,
Let's get to work.
are they high up
Yes.
or what? Okay. So yeah, you're gonna have to make cans of spray paint on like long poles that one would use to like
Or you
remove
could give
cobwebs
them-
from rich person ceilings or something, and then just sort of have them like there's a lever that presses a button. I don't know. It doesn't seem that complicated. I'm sure you can do that.
Couldn't like Dreadfire and Liberty Lash just teleport up there and spray paint them?
I mean, it's a little more innocuous if just Lily does it, but also
Okay, that's fair.
when you teleport up there, what are you doing it as you fall, or do you have
Yeah,
spider powers?
No,
Okay.
I
Yeah,
would be
because you're
doing
not
it as I fall.
levitating.
No, it would be like a teleport up there.
I
I'm
mean,
falling.
we also could go with the option of Alexi has unlimited, tap to the powers. A monkey can easily climb a rock wall, and then just
Can it,
monkeys
though?
have could
Depends
try.
on the,
A
depends
goat
on the
could.
rock wall, I feel like.
Yeah,
But
I
anyway,
feel like it would be.
I like the
definitely,
spray paint
definitely
on the
people
pole
should
is
start
the
spray painting
easiest.
in every way they can.
Yeah,
Gecko.
just start spray painting the cameras and
But-
covering them
yeah.
up so we can
And
start.
in fact, I
tampering
will
with
be
them.
I will start talking out loud. I'll be like, it's nice of him to give us accommodations and everything, but like, you know, I'm weird about people watching me sleep, or even if I wanted to, like, you know,
Yeah, me too. Honestly,
change
there's the
clothes.
whole.
This is gross. So we should cover up these
This
cameras.
is yeah.
Then
This
there's
is
the
a whole
whole
new
secret
level of invasion of
identity
privacy.
thing.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Not that I. Well, anyway.
This is a PG-13 stream arcade.
So your convoluted plan. Blackout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the cameras,
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna
and
play.
then
Back
so
at the
that way
sky.
Beholder can start messing with them and trying to get more information through them somehow.
I'm still gonna need a ladder or something.
You could copy my teleport.
I don't
Lily
want to
could
try
make a
to do
copy.
electronic analysis while I'm falling repeatedly. That seems
That's
like
fair. Could
really stressful. Can I just have a
Lily
ladder?
just? Yeah, Lily could just make you a ladder,
Actually,
little step stool.
I think
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I have there's that, and I think I could do something else that would help too. So look at my character sheet again. See if that power would work that way.
I'm gonna put $10 on. It's not clear.
In the Marvel system, whatever.
Okay, so I'm gonna use elemental barrier,
Okay.
and I'm gonna basically create a platform that Dora can stand on while she works on the
What's the element?
it's psionic.
Fire.
So it's force.
Psionic do that?
Yeah, it's force. No, well, psychic, psionic would be, and so it's an energy.
Well, I mean, force is legitimately one of the energy types that they have. It's
Okay, they haven't listed psionics yet, so I don't think.
Yeah, it's a. If you're using it as a psionic,
yeah,
thing
air,
that
earth, electricity, energy, fire,
kinetic
force,
thing.
hellfire, ice, iron, sound, water.
So yeah, we'll go with force. That's the closest thing.
Seems legit.
Cool. Build a telekinetic or psychic scaffold on which the beholder can stand and paint a fresco on the scene.
Okay.
But only in black, because it's all Lily made.
Black and white. Black and
Right?
Fuck.
and you spray out as many of the holes that seem to lead to cameras as you find.
But then, yes, me going up there was me messing with the camera at that point to see if we can
Glean any information?
yes, get any like network access or shenanigans of that
You're a
variety.
machine telepath, yes?
I'm not. You specific. No, I am not.
Oh yeah, we talked about okay. What are you doing to mess with?
I have the inventor trait.
Yeah.
Also, I'm
A gearhead?
yes. I mean, I don't have that. I don't have the gearhead trait. No, but I'm a scientist with Logic 6, so I feel like this
Sure.
is in my wheelhouse.
What do you want to do with it?
Like I said, see if I can get access to the well,
Network
first
system?
I guess open it up and see if it is wireless or wired. And then go from there. But
wired. I guess they wouldn't really be wired, would they?
I don't know.
I mean, they
Depends on
could
how you built
be.
this place.
Yeah.
Normally being embedded in rock is not great for Wi-Fi, but then shenanigans technology, so shrug.
I mean, there are things on heaven and earth, you know, that sort of thing. Yeah, they're probably wired, and I mean, pulling on the wire is not going to really accomplish anything.
Pardon me?
Pulling on the wire won't really accomplish anything.
I mean, other than make the wire accessible so that I can hook it up to the spider robot head and use it as an interface.
Smart.
This is where the inventor trait comes in handy.
True. Okay.
Built
A logic roll. This will take actually quite some time because you're kind of MacGyver.
Yeah. I have an edge on that from inventor. Ooh, very nice. 22.
Jeez. Yeah. Okay.
Well, and technically, any tools she needed, if she could explain them to Lily, couldn't Lily make them for her?
Depends on the tool. Like if it's electronics, is that too complicated?
I let the
Yeah, it'd be too complicated.
Even though technically that's a bit too complicated for a basic creation.
True. Just normal paint wouldn't be.
You could just make paint, yeah.
Just
put it in something, yeah.
Pulling paint out of your.
Well, you're just making squeeze bottles of paint.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's go.
Technically, you could spray paint like an easy squeeze cheese can or something.
So, what is everyone else doing? Well,
I do science.
Staring at the ceiling.
I'm on the lookout in case anything comes to look for why the cameras are down.
I mean, they know why the cameras are down because they watched us doing it.
Well, I mean, to come and fix them or do anything to...
Or, you know, smack us around for messing with the cameras. I think Alexi would probably be checking all of the supplies in the room to make sure they're not, like... Well, the only word I can think of is weird. You know, to make sure they're safe, drugged. I guess. To make sure nothing's, like, actually secretly, like, drugged or poisoned or something. See if anything, like, looks, sounds, or smells off.
That seems like a job for wolf noses.
Yeah. I can even do you one better and turn it into a wolf for this if you want, Mike, if it seals the deal. Use those heightened senses, too, to my advantage.
That's up to you.
Just check to see if anything is off. If the supplies are, you know, safe for us to use.
And where are you looking?
I don't know, just everywhere in the area that we're in, the cave that we're in. I can only see of the map what everybody else can see, and that it doesn't include Dora because heightened senses too. So I don't know how long the cave goes, but whatever is the surrounding area of the cave that I would see because of heightened senses too, just gonna look around the cave and all the supplies that were given to us by Arcade just to make sure nothing is, again, drugged, poisoned. Secretly going to implode the moment we touch it. You know.
Looking
yeah. Checking supplies, the beds, the water. How? I don't know. Sure. Just vaguely everything. Whatever supplies we were given. I don't trust the water, so I'm not about to have Alexi stick their nose in that, but...
Fridges seem to have soda, juice, non-alcoholic beer, pre-made sandwiches, a selection of roast beef, chicken salad, egg salad, or peanut butter and jelly.
Ooh,
and do any of them smell drugged or poisoned?
Packs. And there are stickers on the sides of each sandwich pack, apparently with today's date.
And do any of them smell drugged or poisoned? I feel like that's something Alexa would be able to smell.
Only a vigilance check.
Okay.
If
Hang
you
on.
do smell something that's going to imminently implode, definitely like remember what that smells like, because Penny would be fascinated.
Yeah.
If that has an odor.
You smell ozone
Yeah.
and gunpowder. Why? I don't know.
Hang on, I'm rolling all of my edges. That's a 17.
Smells like roast beef, chicken salad, peanut butter jam, egg salad.
Cool. Then I'm just going to go off the basis of assuming that Alexi did change to wolf form to do this for better sense of smell, and in the brain link go, okay, the food smells vague, safe enough. I don't know if I would still trust eating it, but it doesn't smell drugged or poisoned. So at least there's that.
I can taste us those peanut butter and jam sandwiches.
I mean, they did like dose us with invisible knockout gas before, so given that they have that technology, they probably don't need to be sneaky about it.
Yeah. Just thought I'd check just in case, so.
Yeah,
But the food
it's
is
the
safe.
whole thing is no, it's super weird and suspicious, but
Yeah.
it's got to be.
He is trying to kill us. He's told us that before.
And yeah, and then after that, Alexi would move on to like the next thing, like checking the beds or the water supply or whatever.
Yeah, I
That's
feel
true,
like
but-
after the dinosaur spectacle, like killing us in our sleep would not be to his level of entertainment.
Yeah, but if the beds turned
Mm.
into like giant robot mouths and
Yeah, like
That would just be impressive.
my suspension of disbelief has gone out
Wood
the window
chippers.
when I am not
How
I
do
am
you-
not below thinking that they could be mimics,
I really need to mimic.
because what is real and what isn't anymore in our lives.
Is
Magic is
Lily
a
taking
thing.
sandwiches out of the fridge?
Pardon?
Is Lily taking sandwiches out of the fridge?
Well, the peanut butter and jam ones.
Okay. Lily goes to the fridge,
I don't like this.
grabs a peanut butter and jam sandwich. 2. You shut the fridge door.
Of course. Lily's not. Lily might be young, but she's not a savage.
Wasn't raised in a barn.
Wasn't raised in a barn.
Yeah.
You come away
Maybe.
with a peanut butter and jam sandwich on either hand.
Yeah.
And how is Alexi looking under the bed?
Oh, I don't know. Just like the only way I can think to describe it is just like sniffing, like
You're a giant-
each bed,
You're a
just to
really
kind of like.
significantly large wolf, so I'm just kind of wondering how you're getting your face under there.
I mean, they have pointy noses, right?
I don't know if Alexi would try to get under the beds because of that. I think Alexi would just vaguely sniff each bed and
Just
be
doing
like,
the
"Is there
snoot.
anything?"
That dog under the bed.
Just kind of like vaguely sniff like at the blankets and pillows and stuff, and be like, "Is there anything if we lay in these that's gonna kill us?"
Freshly laundered.
Cool.
Where's Cap?
And then would check the water supply last.
I don't
He's
think Mike,
sort of
I don't
hunched
think
up
Mike moved
against
him
the
up.
wall, sort of resting. But he's still kind of keeping an eye on things.
Vigilantly resting.
Lily will walk up to him and offer him one of the sandwiches.
I like to think he just watched somebody turn into a giant wolf and was like, "Yep, this is my
I mean,
life."
he's a lot of shit. So
Yeah, he's
I know exactly. That's why I think it's more of just like, "Yep, this is my life."
been killed and resurrected by Thanos like a dozen times. So
Yeah, you know,
Mhm.
phases this guy anyway.
just like a yep,
Wow.
another day on the job. Now people can
which-
turn into animals. All right.
Thanks.
And then Lily looks horrified. She's like, "You're not allergic to peanuts, are you?"
Ah, no.
That'd
Wait.
be
After the
really,
super
really
soldier
awkward.
serum, can Cap be allergic?
Unwraps
to
it,
something?
takes a bite. Good.
He's allergic to fascism.
Literally
That was
the
good.
Marvel straight man.
I like that.
Yeah, if they're gonna make us wait all night, I kind of wish they would gas us.
Anyone else doing anything else?
I think Dreadfire would have made a lap just out of curiosity to see if he could phase through the walls of the floor, not expecting it to work, and then lay back down.
Yeah, at first I was picturing him sitting down cross-legged to like see if a cat would walk over. Because he made a lap. That's a valid use of time anyway, really.
Yeah, I think after checking like the food, the beds, the water supply, Alexi would not even like change form to lay on one of the beds. Alexi would just like lay in the middle of the floor, still in wolf form. Just be like, screw beds. I have fluff and fur that are way more comfortable. Because why not?
I don't know. A lot of dogs seem to be attracted to beds.
Yeah, my dog can sleep literally anywhere and be perfectly fine in the weirdest positions possible. So that's the frame of reference I'm going off of. I'm going off of the frame of reference of an Australian Shepherd mix. So
Figuring this out. You're gonna basically busy yourselves and sit and idle. You're going to rest at all.
Liberty
that?
Lass is kind of hiding near the cave entrance and just kind of watching out.
yeah, resting, but Alexi would be kind of like staying in wolf form to rest, but also be staying vigilant in case anything happens because better hearing.
Did we get an answer on Dreadfire's defense probing? All I saw was looking thoughtful.
You can phase, but it is quite dense. It would take a concerted effort to do so.
So it feels like actual cave rock, not Hollywood Studios cave rock with a laboratory.
Definitely, yeah, definite
Yeah.
mountainside.
That's not very useful. Actually, a cave.
Yeah, it's odd. This is weird.
Sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from a cave.
Maybe.
You can really put anything at the end of that sentence.
Staring through the little holes. You just blocked their way of staring into Plato's cave. So what, as you connect the half a Spider-Man head, are you trying to accomplish anything in particular, or are you just trying to give it a power supply?
Like I said, I was trying to basically fashion a rudimentary interface out of the head so that I could attempt to explore / suborn their network. As a normal mortal hacker with a stupidly enhanced brain would do.
But what other tech do you have though, other than half of a head?
I mean, it's
I mean, what
a robot head that had AI, so I'm guessing it's not bad in there. Do I need more tech?
Not exactly a keyboard, but you know.
Oh no, but that's the inventor thing.
Yeah,
This
fair.
is this is Professor from Gilligan's Island stuff here. We're just if you want me to specifically describe it, I can.
I'm sure you could, but no. And you're trying to hack backwards into the
Presumably whatever computer / network is controlling the cameras and receiving their feeds.
And you rolled that. Okay. Let me just scroll ahead here.
If I can find, really ultimate goal here would be find, get some sort of access that I can turn off all of the bullshit that's jamming things. and then just start cheating like a. Did we say that it was PG-13 before? Because I feel like I've been swearing a lot. It's fine. Shut the fridge door.
PG-13. PG, what's the other one? 16, 17? I don't know.
I don't think there is another number one. NC-17 is one. But
Oh,
that we would
maybe
have to
that's what
make
I
a
was thinking
concerted
of then.
effort.
I thought there was another
Yeah.
number one. Maybe
Yeah,
I'm wrong.
We would have to really try hard.
Have to be a lot more than swearing. Pretty sure Twitch would have an issue at that point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Then we're the. That's not the word I want to use.
What are you looking for?
Okay, I'm gonna make you an itemized list. I've already mentioned various things, but topmost goal is topmost goal is where are we? Yeah, where is this actual place? Second below that, second below that is access to communications that can practically reach
Anywhere.
say New York from wherever that is. If that's not an option, then we're looking at like, jamming systems.
Okay.
Also, where Brigitte is, there's a lot of things on that list. I can keep going down, but
True. You
Yeah,
find
that's
out you in fact are in Antarctica.
Sure.
Could have been worse.
that seems weird, but okay.
And a region colloquially known as the Savage Land.
Okay. Is that a thing that random people know about? Okay. Yeah. So why? How does this even work? We're in Antarctica and it's warm and there's a jungle? Is it just a because it's not like there's a dome, it's just this is just a place. What? You know what? It's fine.
Just,
Magic.
On the scale of things I've had to deal with, it's
Yeah.
just
basically a
needed-
rounding error.
Dr. Penny's just like, you know what? Whatever. It's fine.
Mhm.
Moving on.
And then you start going for the second thing,
Communications.
communication.
Yeah.
And you basically build a connection. You kind of route, and you're like, okay, maybe if I and we're MacGyvering this whole thing from like one side and the thing, and you're trying to basically get a thing, and you manage to like, well, I've got an eye, the Spider-Man eye plate face thing, and you're like, well, that kind of, and you retroact, sort of like maneuver it and sort of build almost like a makeshift screen out of it.
Yeah. Little projector.
And or even touch screen, and you're sort of like, all right, and I can do, at which point then Arcade's hologram pops into the middle of the room. Told you before, you're not allowed to cheat.
Cool.
Snaps his
Okay.
finger, the entire room goes dark.
It's actually better.
Thanks.
The only thing that you can see is the glowing red light of the clock timer on the wall, and it ticks up to 12:00, and then vanishes. It fades out. Rather.
So the robot head's not making light anymore.
And there's nothing, no power going to the robot.
Is Beauty making light?
Beauty can see.
Right, but Beauty glows if I don't actively stop it.
But yes. Beauty
Well,
glowing.
I'm testing for like some sort of weird light suppression as opposed to just he turned off all the electricity.
Yeah, is this like in a natural dark or is this like
The natural dark. Basically, there are no lighting in there, except all you see is Beauty glow. Everyone else can see Beauty glow. And Dreadfire, if you're fired up. There's a gentle blue flame off to one side. And then you hear from the water off to one side, kind of sploosh up. Bub, shink. And you hear the sound of metallic claws. And that, I think, is where we're going to end this one. Because reasons.
Awesome.
Thing. Otherwise, we're going to have another half an hour long comment. So we'll leave it there. Our heroes have angered? No. He's just accelerated the timetable. So, will they get out of this? Who's the strange individual who said growled bub and unsheathed metallic claws that's going to make their day not so great anymore? We'll find out next week. Same bad time. Let's do a quick.
Wrong universe, actually.
Let's do a quick roundtable. Go back in reverse order. Let everybody know who you are, where you can be found, etc., etc. Start with Cassie.
Hi, everybody. I'm Cassie, better known throughout the internet as Random or Random Attempt. And you can find me here on Twitch pretty much Monday through Fridays, doing some voice acting stuff and playing video games.
Hiya.
Gonna make sure I'm not muted. I'm not muted. Hooray! Ciao, Bella. I am Aya, and I'm going to find a different language to say hello and goodbye to you guys every week for the rest of time. Immemorial. I can be found on Twitter and Instagram at Sleeping Seamstress, and I can be heard on the upcoming Fallout: The Left Behind. So, see you.
All right.
Hi, I'm Pandora Beatrix. If you go to my website, doratrix.card with 2 R's.co, you can see all my social links and some other links. I don't know. I haven't been there in a while. I can be heard most often on the Modus Files and Once Upon a Wasteland Fallout 76 podcasts, but also at some point in the relative future when this airs, I think still probably, I don't know, on Nerdsmith's Twitch channel. There, I'm going to be on a mini-series actual play called Zodiac Superstars, which is a Glitter Hearts campaign, which I'm very excited about because it's full of nonsense and teamwork and cheerfulness.
3 weeks.
Yeah, that should be about right. Starts in June.
Adam.
Hi, I'm Adam, better known most places on the internet as Soulmine. Currently, if I'm not here, you can find me on Twitch and YouTube playing D&D at High Rock Games.
Glitch.
Hello everyone, I am Glitch. You can find me most places at Glitched Productions or over on my Twitter where I post all my art stuff, which is Glitch & Co. This is my main project right now, but coming up soon, as I have been advertising, you will see me as the lovely Fates and DM of Divine Fates, a Percy Jackson Reorder Verse campaign.
And I was your hapless narrator, victim of fate and happenstance. You can catch my pre and post COVID cosplay adventures at Canadian Captain America, CDN Cap America, or derivatives thereof on the Twitch, on Blue Sky, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, etc., etc., etc. And this project is my main project right now. Catch this one both Saturdays at 10 a.m. PST as well as this one at 6 p.m. PST. Obviously, you know that because you're watching it. And follow everybody here. Like and subscribe. Toss us some follows. Toss us a muted browser window to each and every one of these individuals on their own Twitch streams. Let's get this party started. And come back next week and we will find out the final fate potentially of Heroes.
It's probably fine.
We've survived to this point.
All right. So we'll see you in a week.